What if you could take a story idea that's been sitting in your head for years, and instead of struggling with complex software, expensive cameras, or a giant production team, you could watch it unfold like a cinematic scene in minutes? That's not science fiction anymore. A new platform called Morphic is aiming to make this possible, and today we're going to break down exactly what it is, how it works, why it could be a game changer, and where it might fall short. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know whether Morphic is the future of storytelling or just another shiny AI promise. So, what is Morphic? At its core, Morphic is an AI-powered creative studio. The idea is simple but powerful. Instead of switching between Photoshop, After Effects, Premiere Pro, Blender, and who knows how many other apps, Morphic gives you one unified space. Imagine opening up a blank canvas, typing or sketching an idea, and having the system generate images, expand them into motion, and eventually even build out full story experiences. Morphic wants to take your vision and make it cinematic, without you needing to be a technical wizard. Now let's talk about the main tools inside Morphic, because this is where things get interesting. The first one is called Canvas. Think of it as your playground. This is where you drop in your sketches, prompts, or visual concepts. You can adjust, refine, and regenerate ideas right inside this workspace. Instead of bouncing between design apps, Canvas acts as your central hub where creativity flows in real time. Then there's Copilot. As the name suggests, this is your AI assistant that helps guide the process. But Morphic isn't stopping there. According to their roadmap, they're working on tools for filmmaking workflows and even gaming experiences. Imagine sketching out a game world and watching it build itself, or writing a short film and seeing it turn into actual sequences without a Hollywood budget. That's the vision Morphic is chasing. So why does this matter? Let's zoom out for a second. For decades, storytelling at a professional level has been locked behind barriers. Expensive cameras, massive crews, advanced software, and years of training. That's why only a small percentage of people ever break into film, animation, or game development. But Morphic and platforms like it are trying to flatten that curve. They're saying, what if anyone with just an idea could create at a cinematic level? If they pull it off, we're talking about a massive democratization of storytelling. Kids could bring their dream worlds to life. Indie filmmakers could produce at a scale that used to take millions of dollars. Once you click on Get Started from the Morphic homepage, you'll be asked to sign up. The easiest way is to just continue with Google, and Morphic will create your workspace. Right after that, you'll land inside the Morphic studio. This is the main creative dashboard where all the magic happens. At first glance, it looks like a blank canvas. Don't worry, that's exactly how it's supposed to be. On the left side, you'll see the Layers panel, which is where all of your assets and creations will start to appear once you generate them. Right now, it's empty, but as you create, this area will fill up. At the very top, you'll notice tabs labeled Canvas, Copilot, and Compose. These are the three core tools that Morphic gives you, and you can switch between them depending on whether you're sketching ideas, getting AI assistance, or composing full cinematic scenes. And down at the bottom, you'll see the Imagine bar. This is where you type in your prompts, your descriptions, your ideas, the scenes you want to bring to life. Think of it like talking to Morphic. You describe what you want to see, and Morphic generates it right onto your canvas. You can also adjust settings like aspect ratio, style, or even turn on anime mode if you want a specific look. At the bottom, where you entered your prompt, you can see the text you provided, a detailed description of what you wanted the AI to generate. Morphic uses this input to craft highly realistic outputs. This is the power of prompt-based creation. It translates your words into visuals. Now that your images have been generated, Morphic lets you take things to the next step, editing and composing. What you're looking at here is the Compose workspace, where you can organize, arrange, and even build a video timeline out of your generated assets. On the left-hand side, you'll see the Assets panel. This is like your creative library, where all the images and videos you've generated are stored. Each file shows up with a thumbnail and a label, making it easy to drag and drop them into your project. Solo creators could build projects that compete with studios. Of course, this all sounds incredible, but let's not ignore the caveats. Morphic, as of right now, is still very much in development. Many of its most ambitious tools are coming soon. That means you can't just dive in today and expect a flawless Hollywood-ready experience. And like with any AI system, there's the question of creative control. If Morphic is generating your visuals, how much of it is truly your vision? Is the AI interpreting your idea faithfully, or is it steering the story in its own way? This tension between creator and machine is something we'll have to navigate carefully as these tools evolve. In the center of the screen is the preview window. This is where you can watch your creation as it comes together. For example, right now you can see one of the AI-generated portraits displayed with vibrant lighting and a futuristic tech background. At the bottom is the timeline editor. This is where the real storytelling happens. You can place your images and videos in sequence, trim them, adjust their length, and build a flow that matches your narrative. Think of it like arranging puzzle pieces to form the bigger picture of your video. Finally, up in the top right corner, you'll notice the export button. Once you're happy with how your timeline looks and plays, you can render the whole project into a final video file ready to be shared on YouTube or any other platform. Perfect to bring your stories to life? Do you see it as empowering? Or do you worry it could take away too much creative control? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let's talk about it. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to IdeaPlex for more explorations into creativity, technology, and the future of storytelling. This is just the beginning of a massive shift, and I'll be here to break it down for you every step of the way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.